Is spotting a good deal in Greenville, North Carolina when you are relocating to Greenville, North Carolina?
Now, spotting a good deal isn't just going to be about the list price. We do have appreciation trends that has continued to grow in here in Pitt County. We have housing affordability that is still within reach for most people in America, which is great. So understanding a good deal requires understanding a variety of factors that is not just the price and the numbers. We're going to basically talk about property condition, future home value, local trends, and in Greenville and in Winterville, Ayden, Farmville, Grimesland, and all of our surrounding areas.
Exactly. Therefore, the first thing, as my wife said, is spotting the deal is not just getting the house with a lower price,
but
therefore
it is competitive pricing.
It is competitive pricing. Therefore, lower price doesn't always guarantee the the value, as you can understand. But one of the steps that really is spotting is understanding the market comparables, which in real estate jargon we call it comps. This helps you basically to assess a property that is priced appropriately compared to similar homes in that neighborhood with the similar characteristic and features. For example, if a home in Greenville or Winterville listed as $325,000 and similar in that area, for example, listed at $350,000 or sold at the $350,000, you can have an opportunity for a great deal, because this basically the average comps tells you that this house actually have the potential for more value in the area.
But what about the other side of it?
Okay, you explain.
However, if you're buying a house at $325,000 and all the comps are showing that it's $300,000 on average in the area, this home is overpriced. And so this can be an example of something that might be the same house in a different area. That's going to be a different. That price gap is going to tell us if it's a good deal or not. Now we're going to talk about condition, appreciation, and so much more after our introduction. So let's hit it. Hi, it's Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, you call text all the time, 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, grab our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below. Now, with property conditions, that's what we need to talk about, because it might look like a great deal, but these conditions can make it a horrible deal. So I know some people always like, I want to buy the cheapest home around there, but we have to look beyond the price for this, because you have to understand the carefulness of this home very carefully. We need to understand how much that structure might be needing fixing, how much of the roof, how much of the plumbing, how much of the electrical issues. This is really going to give us true value of the home, because if you might find a home in Greenville and it's saying $150,000, $210,000, and you might think this is a bargain, but then we paid our due diligence fee, we are under contract for this home, but then we come up to this inspection report and then it's $40,000 to fix the home. And then when you factor in the repair costs, that $210 plus $100 plus $40 brings it to $250, and all the other homes that are in great condition in the home are $230. We are in a horrible situation at this point. So we need to make sure, yes, we cannot do inspections beforehand. However, we can use our eyes and really look for things that we should be considering before we ever put that offer in.
Especially the big items, definitely. Therefore, the next thing is really appreciation potential. Think about long-term value. Therefore, if you're a home buyer, just as my wife said, don't look for the sticker price, but look at the neighborhood. Look at the potential or the neighborhood, because some of the buyers really wanted to live, for example, in non-HOA community. No, look at if this is actually satisfied what you're looking for. Looking for the neighborhood for schools. We never can disclose about the school is good or bad, but you always can go to niche.com or grade a school. No,
and you can tell us what you want, and then of course we're going to get you exactly what you want.
And beside the amenities for that location, this all tells you a lot of a story, a lot that what we think about the appreciation value of for this home 3 to 5 years from now. Therefore, looking at this, actually all the infrastructure, all development, or this neighborhood has the future development. This can tell you that how you can buy a house that enhanced in value in very close future.
Now, as real estate agents, we really live and breathe comps all the time. So that's why we try to help our clients with understanding comps and understanding if this price is appropriate for the market. So how do we do that? Really, generally speaking, you can do a lot of this yourself, but we live and breathe this stuff, right? So this is all we do all the time. So we can really see and kind of come it more objectively. So number one, you're going to look at recent sales. What are recently sold for? Current listing. What are the current values on the market? And of course, expired listings. Ones that didn't sell, potentially why didn't they sell? We have to look into that. Maybe it was overpriced to begin with. So if you're looking at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in Grimesland for $240 to $260, you find one that's $230, this could potentially be a good opportunity. We need to look a little deeper on that specific numbers.
Exactly. The next thing that we wanted to talk about spotting a great deal is really the property history, and you need to look closer. For example, reviewing a property history give you an insight, the value and underlying concern. For example, how many of that times has that home changed hands from one owner to another owner? Or is there any significant repair or remodeling has been done? Is that really the current owner took care of it? Did they do the maintenance for the AC every 6 months? Did they do the inspection every year for the big items like roof, outside flooring, AC unit? Are there termite bonds around the property? All these little things that might not come to your eyes, but is super important because you see that how much they care about their property, their asset, and this gives you a closer look that this property history can help you to have more value if you purchase it.
My husband gave you a lot of reasons why, but let me go into basically what he was saying. If it's one owner or two owners in the past 20 years, likely it's been taken care of. If it's changed property hands 3, 4, 5, 6 times, less likely they did that work that my husband was discussing. Now, let's talk about negotiations, because that's my favorite. Former lawyer, I love talking about negotiations. So what do I look for keys for negotiating? If you have to quickly relocate, I understand we have time sensitive issues. I get it, but we want to make sure we are finding the negotiation opportunity. So one of the things I'm going to look at is how long the house has been on the market. So we're looking at days on market. Homes that have been listed a little longer will have more willing to negotiate with us. The second thing is, we don't always know it, but if we do know the seller's circumstances, this can be an opportunity. Maybe they do have a job relocation or a divorce and they will be more flexible. We don't know that all the time, but if you do know that, this is something to consider.
Exactly. And we're gonna go to the conduct thorough inspection. We mentioned it a couple times during all these items that we were thinking, but this is so crucial. Even we always recommend it if you are buying brand new construction. Absolutely. Which is because in North Carolina we have this due diligence fee, and this is non-refundable fees, guys. That means that if you change your mind or because of the condition or inspection report, get that money back for you. Therefore, we need to be very careful about this and do our due diligence to do this home inspection. For example, we need to do pest inspection, home inspection, or flood risk assessment. And sometimes also if the house has a sewer of the septic, definitely we need to do the septic because septic is expensive. And this inspection helps you to look like a good deal on the paper after even closer look to the property.
Now, again, making an informed decision in a growing market is a great thing. Greenville, Winterville, Ayden, Farmville, we're a growing market and we love that about here. But we have to be able to analyze trends, look at the market, the property conditions, look at the long-term appreciation, and that due diligence fee is going to make us think twice and make sure we are 100% sure on this home. So what are some quick action steps we can do?
Exactly. Therefore, if you wanted to squeeze it to a small little action, first you need to review, as my wife said, recent market comps and understanding the pricing in the preferred area. Look at, for example, what is sold at least the 3 to 6 months in that neighborhood with the close feature to that house.
The second thing we're going to talk about is, again, assessing the condition of the property. We can do a walkthrough and look at those property, and of course, we're talking about the potential for appreciation.
Exactly. The third thing is conducting, as we said, thorough inspection and use finding to negotiate a fair deal when you are under the contract.
But again, with that, we cannot do inspections before we buy a home. But by taking these, we are making informed decisions, which helps us spot and keep that great deal that might be there. Because what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're buying a home with appreciation built in so you can actually continue living there and have your home help grow your equity, help grow your value, help grow everything. So we love helping people all the time. It's what we do because we are real estate agents in the Greenville, Winterville area.
Don't forget to call us at 252-327-3357. Alan Victoria Piner. Also, watch all of our playlists, The Guide to Greenville, and other home buying guides and home selling guide. And don't forget to write us a comment, share your idea, and subscribe in our channel to support us, and see you next time.